Stu, it's good to hear from you, my friend, and we are getting into it here. No time wasted. SSG LeoN going up against Ram. One of the best players in the world and the state. Going against a formerly power-ranked player in New Jersey in Ram. We'll see how LeoN shakes out here in a matchup that can be really, really tough for Bowser, Stu, but, you know, we'll see how it shakes out here early.
Yeah, I do apologize for the camera quality. I was not quite expecting that either, but certainly no apologies for the quality of Smash being displayed. The best Bowser in the world and Ram capable of taking down pretty much any of Jersey's top names on any given day, especially with the character at hand. So good at devastating these characters, you know, especially just whenever they're trying to land. It's never easy to land as Bowser, but oh man, you get on that F tilt. It's or up tilt, excuse me. It's a rough time for everyone.
Yeah, I was talking to Jackal before this match started, and he was even kind of breaking it down for me even further, where Bowser has to respect Snake at like all percents of the game, because, you know, when you're fighting against Snake, obviously trades are going to be a big thing, but trades hurt Bowser a lot more in this matchup than you would, you know, think they would. Ram almost setting together a nice little setup there and has LeoN right now on the ropes, but still keeping it respectively close.
LeoN never quite one to shy away from a bad matchup, and I wouldn't even necessarily call this bad. LeoN definitely knows they fought a snake or two at their time. They're from Jersey after all, and Ram being no exception to that rule. But you know, just you gotta be able to tack on as much as you possibly can. Certainly, that multi-hit down air is going to help them in that regard.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Anything to keep them on these platforms, but. I mean, Hoopa, what is it that, apart from those flying slams, you gotta take those stocks just a little bit earlier. I know that utility belt makes Snake just a little heavier. That's no excuse considering the power that Bowser can pack.
Yeah, whatever it is about this matchup, it's just a little bit frustrating here, you know, for Bowser to try to navigate around the grenades and the explosions. LeoN's doing a better job of it here, keeping it at least within arm's reach, but again, Ram wasting no time cooking these grenades, you know, retreating to the corner and making sure that his resources are always on deck here. There we go. The back air will connect right there. That's going to set up the the Cypher, or the Nikita rocket. But just coming up short is Ram, as LeoN once again back to the ledge, but still hurting really bad, Stu.
Ducking on through and looking for the grab, expecting Ram to approach. Why are you expecting anyone to approach? This is Jersey, and yeah, I'll say it. And nice little attack by Ram, and there you go. That little bit of a skirmish on the ledge. Ram looking like it was a precarious position. Leave it to one of Jersey's finest to turn garbage into gold. And now in a very similar situation that perhaps Tweak found themselves in earlier tonight, being a big name on the verge of getting upset by someone who, I don't know if you can call Ram an up-and-comer, but certainly on the come-up, especially as of late.
No, we're good. Oh, no, but it's going to get the leg drop right there. Say good night. And like you said, Stu, you know, it's hard to not you can't call Ram an up-and-comer. Like I said, he was a formerly power-ranked player in New Jersey, so, you know, you got power-ranked one season and just kind of stopped going to things is the best answer I can come up with. But can take a look at the replay right here. Great reversal there from Ram. And again, Ram has been kind of dormant, you know, for a while. It kind of pops up whenever, you know, they have the opportunity to. And, you know, able to make a statement with that first game on LeoN. Let's see if LeoN can, again, avoid the upset thread and, you know, get himself on the board here.
No drop in quality from Ram by any stretch of the imagination. Recent wins on people like Unknown and Golden, Z-. I mean, it's an impressive list of names, but the feather in the cap would almost certainly be a win over LeoN in this top 32 matchup as we go to Smashville. And KK Slider singing their heart out. Could it be the funeral dirge for LeoN's winners bracket hopes? Oh my God! Are you actually kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, once again, the reversal with the forward air. That is going to put in a shot of something into LeoN's drink right here. LeoN able to counter shoot with the up air, able to avoid further harm on that second stock. But my God, if you're Ram, you are feeling yourself right now, Stu.
And this is exactly how you have to play, because if you think you have a lead against Bowser, no, you don't. The scoreboard lies to you. This character can absolutely demolish you in the blink of an eye. But Ram, knowing that, keeping their distance. Still not far enough to keep away from those fares, but it's a distance nevertheless, and it's any space that Bowser has to close down with, you know, that you're in a generally good position. You have the projectiles to manage that. However, I mean, when you're talking about someone like LeoN, who is so good and so patient, I mean, it's what else can you do if you're Ram? You have no choice but to kind of hope that LeoN keeps falling into these traps.
Okay, you see the spot dodge right there from Ram, kind of dungeon himself off in the corner of the stage right there, and going to eat the back air from Bowser. So despite, you know, getting his, you know, bell rung on that first stock, LeoN's done a good job, you know, able to manifest the lead here. But not for long, as the Nikita leads to an untechable, and Ram able to even things up here on the doorstop of a major upset.
I mean, what an upset it would be. Winner of this one, by the way, would move on to face off against Nevermore PK Chris, by the way. So, interesting potential matchup there, but I think we're all kind of looking at this as being LeoN set to win. It just has not shaken out that way, but yeah, it's, well, then just like that, it's Bowser shaking their head. No, 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 you ain't through with me yet. I'm the big boss of Jersey. You got to do just a little bit more if you want to take your dubs.
Yeah, no, for sure. You know, Snake's one of those characters, and it's been said time and time again. It's an old talking point, but when Snake's an advantage, he feels like a top 5 character in the game, and when he's a disadvantage, he feels like hot garbage. So that was just one of those scenarios where, you know, Ram was with up Esports Creek without an option to land with safely, and LeoN was just able to shark underneath him with Bowser's big aerials. So able to get himself a win here, and again, you know, able to come back despite having a really devastatingly, you know, short first stock in that last game. So let's see if that's the wake-up call that LeoN needed.
As I mean, the sharking on the platforms, and what better place to take them than Battlefield? But then again, similar setting, we saw in game number 1 just how adept Ram is at dealing with Bowser on this very stage, dealing with the disadvantages that could perhaps come with that. But I mean, it's not like you for sure just blow fire right in their face. Koopa, I don't know. Ram is looking like they're keeping LeoN at bay. What do they have to do to sustain this momentum, though?
It's just gonna be a lot of sticking with the same offense, Stu. You know, again, Snake's best offense is his defense. You know, being able to set up with these grenades. You know, being able to bait an option like a jump in from Oh, there we go. And we're back. Nice anime background.
There you go. See, you really do have to be playing some 4D chess when you're playing against the Bowser as well. I would have to think that the C4 is beautiful. That comeback, and now is LeoN getting more explosions than a Michael Bay film set off in their face, eventually going to set off the first stock of Ram. But I mean, LeoN right now, it's they're no worse for the wear. Really, it just seems like they're building up rage. I would just stay away from the platforms personally.
Yeah, forced to recover high. Ooh, but a nice fade back right back down to the ledge right there to avoid the down smash. Again, that is where things are going to get tricky for LeoN. Is how is he going to be able to recover, you know, without eating too much damage? Because Snake is one of the few characters in the game that can really make it hurt for Bowser, you know, time and time again, you know, recovering from it, especially, you know, from a safe distance. But able to even things up. Only 56% on the board. Not too bad here for Ram, but he's going to have to make some offense happen.
Well, I mean, every single character selection is kind of a statement. It's a value statement. What do you value in a character? What are you good at? And what are you going to have to work the most upon? If you're good at defensive movement, I mean, maybe you can handle a character like Bowser, where you get rewarded for doing maybe a little bit less. Maybe you don't have to win neutral as often. But I mean, when you do, you get rewarded with things like that command grab, flying slam. But yeah, and you got to be able to read your get-up options, as well as Ram, who was so close to being on the verge of a top 8 qualifier on winner's side, now faces one stock between them and the loser's bracket.
Yeah, no, excellent read on the regular get-up there from LeoN with the back air. And, you know, 114 on Bowser. Not really anything that LeoN has to be super scared about, and LeoN's done a really good job playing around the grenades as well. He's playing a little bit more of a slower game, and a nice catch right there with the side B.
Oh. Yeah, and again, with these get-ups, I really don't know what you do now as Ram. Like, you have to get in. You have to press buttons in the face of Bowser. But again, LeoN so good defensively, going to go underneath the stage. That's a tech situation. Ram reading that perfectly, however, and is going to have another shot at living.
Ooh. All right,
good recovery, though, by LeoN. They're not going to give it up for free. The flying slam on the platform, not quite just yet.
All right, there we go. To fair jump fair. That is going to do it. And LeoN going to avoid the upset thread. Stay in the winner side of the bracket. Moving on over Ram in a 2-1 clip. So, again, excellent stuff right there from the Bowser man. Oh, and you see, rip Jimmy's money, man.
Side bets, you already know. Oh, my gosh. If I could be there right now, I would have taken so much money from that.
Damn, man. Jimmy is down horrendous right now. This is what it looks like. But, hey, man, them's the breaks. You know, not all are created equal in the land of side bets. So, hey, good on Gabe, making us commentators look good everywhere. But anyway, welcome back here to Fusion 100, folks. Again, I am coming to you guys live from the venue here. Stu coming from us to undisclosed location in the middle of Texas.
Yeah, in Texas. Honestly, it was a great harvest this year. Obviously, Texas, very big in the agricultural realm. Very big potato harvest, and I decided why not celebrate that by filming myself on one. So thank you so much for the state of Texas.